Hello, you're listening to War Stories, a military history podcast where each week I tell.
Ayumu Kagami, a story that he doesn't know.
You went off script. Just kidding.
Damn right.
So this is a smaller one because how we're gonna do this is it's not I said each week, but it's not weekly. At least not right now. I'd like it to be, but
Watch them weekly, and it'll be weekly.
yep, literally just like watch it and then there'll be weekly. But this is a mini one, so it's gonna be shorter, and then we have another longer one that'll come out after this. I think maybe however you do it.
Which will make it weekly.
War Stories 1.5. Okay, so the war is World War II. The story is Digby. The guy's name is Digby Tatham Warder, but he's mostly known as Digby. So, this one is a fantastic. This one is meme worthy, by the way.
I love
Like
memes.
if you thought if you thought Juan deceiving the Germans by not even going to England was great.
By creating
So
an entire spy network.
making them all up. It's great. Okay, so Digby was born in somewhere. I'm terrible. These are I never look up how to pronounce these names. Atcham, Shropshire, England. The second son of his father Henry, who fought in World War I and died in the trenches from a gas attack when Digby was 11. Digby went to Wellington College, which I think is like it's just a college. It was accepted into Royal Military College in 1935. He graduated the rank of second lieutenant on January 21st, 1937, and was put on the waiting list with a view to joining the Indian Army because India was a part of Britain. Isn't that so weird? We were just talking about that earlier. India was a British territory until 1947.
Right? I mean, just thinking about it, it's like all of India. The maybe second biggest country in the world,
British
population-wise,
territory.
I think.
Yeah.
Just owned by Britain.
Yeah, and that's where Gandhi came from. So like that was like not within our time. But,
That's why Gandhi likes the nukes so much.
because of the British.
Yeah, because they escaped just like America did.
Yeah. Digby did end up joining a unit in India, but one that wasn't part of the Indian Army, so that he would be able to continue his hobbies. His hobbies were tiger hunting and pig sticking.
What is pig sticking?
I knew you would ask that, so I looked it up. It is hunting boar with spears, usually on horseback.
Okay, good. I thought it was something a lot less appropriate for the show.
No, that would be that is in some American history, but not the one we're looking at today.
It's called pig porking.
Pig porking. When the Second World War broke out, Digby was not sent to Europe at first. His sister, however, was served in the Western Desert Campaign, which I didn't look up, and was awarded the French Croix de Guerre. Guerre? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's the French Cross of Honor or something. So she served. His brother, Sir, was killed in the Second Battle of El Alamein, which was in Egypt, because there was fighting there, apparently.
Not the
There was a whole
Alamo.
campaign in Africa. Yeah, the Alamo. That sounds right. Upon hearing of his brother's death, Digby volunteered for the airborne forces and transferred to the Parachute Regiment. He became the company commander of A Company of the 2nd Parachute Battalion, where he was stationed in Grantham for training, where, thanks to his tiger hunting reputation, he was able to secure an airplane to fly all company officers in the camp to London for a party.
So, tigers controlled the airplanes?
The tiger hunting business controlled the airplanes. Sorry, the tiger hunting sport.
Or was it Hobbes?
Well, Hobbes wasn't born at this time. Because Hobbes is a real tiger, obviously.
I think it was the 80s.
Probably. That sounds about right. All right. A Company was chosen to lead the 2nd Parachute Battalion in the Battle of Arnhem, part of Operation Market Garden, which is the best military operation name I've ever heard. And Digby was chosen because of his reputation as an aggressive commander. In preparation, he taught all his men to use bugle calls, as he didn't trust radios. He also took an umbrella, as he had trouble remembering passwords and felt that anyone who saw him would think that, quote, only a bloody fool of an Englishman would carry an umbrella into battle.
So he wanted to be Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both British, so yeah. That's what the story is about, actually. Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. The real Mary Poppins. The Nazis go down better with a spoonful of sugar. Tea, mate.
Sugar.
Would you like some tea?
Just spoons sugar into the rifle. A Company was dropped away from the target of the Arnhem Bridge, being forced to proceed through the German-held city of Arnhem. Rather than march right down the street, Digby led his men through the back gardens, avoiding the Germans. They traveled 8 miles in 7 hours, taking 150 German prisoners. During the battle, Digby wore his red beret instead of a helmet and waved his umbrella while walking around the defenses, despite heavy mortar fire.
How else is he going to protect himself?
Exactly. You gotta intimidate and lead by example.
They're just much smarter.
Yeah. I just love the idea of, like, they have to proceed through the German-held cities, so that it's like, just go to the backyard! They're not watching there.
I mean, it's flawless.
Like, how easy is it to outplay the German army?
Wait, hold on. What if, hear me out, what if the German army wasn't actually German?
What were they?
What if they were also Juan's army?
A fake army invented by Juan?
Yeah, and that's why the German army was so stupid, is because he had to make them foolish.
Right. He wrote them into existence with his magic pen.
It holds up.
So you're going to love this next part. When German tanks advanced on the bridge, Digby led a bayonet charge while wearing a bowler hat.
Really?
Yeah.
A bowler hat?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Digby is the best.
Dude, Digby's got balls.
Motherfucker probably attached a bayonet to his fucking umbrella. Digby then later disabled a German armored car with his umbrella.
I'm sorry, he disabled a car
With his umbrella. He shoved the tip through the view slit and stabbed the driver in the eye. With his umbrella.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Digby then noticed the company chaplain, which is, you know what those are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're army priests, for those of you that don't know. Digby then noticed the company chaplain pinned down by enemy fire while trying to cross the street to get to injured soldiers. Digby got to him and said, "Don't worry about the bullets, I've got an umbrella," and proceeded to escort him across the road under his umbrella.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. The umbrella will protect you from falling rocks. Coyote taught us that.
I mean, it's protected it from everything else so far. Tanks, armored cars, nothing could take this guy down while he's got his umbrella. When he returned to the front line, one of his officers said about his umbrella that quote, "That thing won't do you any good." To which Digby replied, quote, "Oh my goodness, Pat, but what if it rains?"
Uh-oh.
What?
How could he handle rain? It's only gunfire.
I mean, rain is just kind of like bullets, just less good.
It's just water bullets.
That's pretty accurate. Digby was later injured by shrapnel, which cut open the rear of his trousers and gave him a wound in the arse.
Like Forrest Gump.
Exactly. Was he? Oh yeah, he was shot in the butt. I forgot about that. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
He drank 13 Dr. Peppers.
13. But despite this injury, he continued to fight until the company ran out of ammunition. True to his suspicions, the radios were out, so bugle calls were used for most of the battle. The last message sent was, "Out of ammo, God save the king," and he was captured.
No.
Because of his injury... Oh, what's up?
No. But his umbrella should have protected him.
That's right. Well, his umbrella... He ran out of ammo for the umbrella. That's what happened.
Oh, shit.
So that's why he was... Yeah. Otherwise, he would have, kept fighting. As he was injured from the aforementioned shrapnel in the ass, he was sent to a hospital, where he and his second-in-command promptly escaped because the German nurses left them alone.
Good.
Digby then proceeded to make an escape compass using... Why did I write escape compass? He made a compass out of buttons on his uniform and headed for...
Tactical escape compass, go!
Go gadget escape compass. Show me the direction to the escape. So they made the compass and headed for a Dutch town called Mariendal. By the way, this is in the Netherlands, apparently. Once there, they were hidden by a Dutch woman who spoke no English, and then were put in contact with their English-speaking neighbor, who disguised them as painters and moved them to a man named Bill Wildeboer's house. Here's the weird thing about Bill Wildeboer, right? By the way, the sourcing on all this is just directly from Wikipedia, because of otherwise I'd have to do work and list the sources. But here's the thing about Bill Wildeboer, right? I can't prove he exists.
Dun dun dun.
This is the only mention of him I can find by this or any other name even remotely like it about the Dutch resistance.
Oh.
Because as it happened, this guy was the leader of the Dutch resistance, supposedly. But I googled Dutch resistance, and there's no name for him. And I Google him, and there's nothing. So what we've got is a ghost.
He's a spy.
So
he was a German spy.
There were no German spies, remember?
No, he was a German spy fabricated by Juan to lead the
That's right.
Dutch resistance.
Lead the Dutch resistance. So if anyone knows the answer to that mystery, I would appreciate it, because I'm confused. So the Dutch resistance got Digby a fake ID, which allowed him to pose as Peter Jensen, the deaf-mute son of a lawyer. Digby was also given a bicycle, which he used to visit other captured soldiers, and the Germans never recognized him, despite Digby helping Nazi officers push a jeep out of a ditch, and German soldiers staying in the same house that he was staying in.
Oh, it's because he didn't have his umbrella at the time.
Oh, you're right, and no bowler hat.
Mm-hmm.
And no red beret. Digby then gathered 150 escaped soldiers and cycled for freedom, flashing a V for victory and Morse code with a flashlight.
That's fantastic.
For this, he was awarded the Distinguished Service Order. After the war, Digby served in British-controlled Palestine and Kenya, which were also both British territories until relatively recently, where he retired and invented the concept of a modern safari.
So he's the one who invented the deadliest game.
No, he was the one. The modern safari means let's take pictures of the animals instead of hunting them and killing them.
Oh! So he's the one who invented the selfie.
Basically, probably. He died on March 21st, 1993.
God save the king.
Out of ammo, God save the king.
Well, let us know if you want to hear any other stories.
Oh, I've got a few more planned.
Let them leave comments.
But if you have something particular you want, leave a comment. In fact, if you want like literally anything, leave a comment. If
Also,
you
leave a comment down below if you like the style of this video.
What do you mean? Oh, the short one?
Nope. Thank you so very much for watching.
I'm extremely suspicious of you right now.
Have a good night.